Elizabeth, you joined us in the first iteration of the WILpower cadetship in 2015. Can you just tell us what your journey's been since then?
Yeah, well, my journey with Patrick obviously started in 2015 with the WILpower program. As a part of that program, I rotated through a number of different management roles on site. I started with the landside manager role, so that's managing the truck interface with the business, dealing with transport companies, dealing with our own workforce down on the grids. After that, I was lucky enough to be seconded to some project work as a part of the terminal operating system replacement project. So using some of my already existing skills as a part of that project, which also gave me an opportunity to see different facets of the business. After that, I then went into a production manager role, which is obviously you're in charge of the robotic straddles outside. So just to be a part of a business that has that level of technology was something that I found really valuable. After that, I then did a rotation through the business support manager role. So essentially you're the 2IC to the operations manager. So that really gave me an in-depth understanding about operations management and also about more of the commercial side.
What a marvellous spectrum of work you've been involved in such a relatively short period of time. What would you say were the highlights of your career to date? What have you enjoyed doing most perhaps?
I think getting to understand the business. People don't often think about how the things in their house get here from overseas. So to really feel that you're making a difference to the Australian economy and how important this asset is to every facet of Australian life, I found that really, I guess, impactful.
Absolutely. Containerisation has changed the world and you're a part of it. Now, you know we are going to our third iteration of the cadetship program. What would you say to somebody that was considering joining Patrick's under this program?
I think if you're looking for a dynamic, fast-paced industry where you're actually making a difference to the Australian economy every day, this is definitely a job for you. It can be a challenging industry, but at the same time it can also be incredibly rewarding.
So what would you say the best things are about working for Patrick? Not so much in the work sense, but as a company. What do you find attractive about this business?
I think what I find attractive about the Patrick business is that we're a relatively flat structured business. So there's not a lot of layers between the brand new person that starts today and the person that's running the place. And that obviously creates a lot of opportunity.
And as your history would say, after a relatively short period of time, you've actually got your hands on the levers. And that's quite unique. So a marvellous opportunity for people who want to pursue it.
The incredible people here, from the workforce to the management team, there's some really incredible and interesting people in this organisation, and I've learnt so much from brand new employees to employees that have been here for 50+ years. It's got a rich history.
100 years?
100 years, that's correct. It's incredible to work for an Australian company that has been around for that long. So it's iconic. What I also enjoy about working at Patrick, which is quite unique, you don't often get to work in an industry like this and be able to live in a major capital city. To get opportunities like this, you usually have to move out to a remote mining area, not in a major capital city. So I think that's a big draw card for a program like this.
And particularly if you're raising a family, so access to schools and other amenities, you have the best of city living whilst being involved in a heavy industry with all of the challenges that perhaps you might normally find in some of the more remote locations.
Yeah, correct. It means that people can live in their current lifestyle near a major capital city and not have to remove themselves to somewhere remote, away from their family and their friends. So you can maintain a good work-life balance.
It's a good thing about the port industries, they're always on the coast.
They are.